Initially, the journey of Uganda's independence was not smooth. By the 10th anniversary would have been, was 1972. By the 10th anniversary, Uganda was under a vicious dictatorship. And by the 20th anniversary, 1982, the small colonial enclave economy of the 3 Cs and the 3 Ts, which were coffee, cotton, and copper, and tobacco, tea, and tourism respectively, had collapsed, and Uganda was depending on magendo, smuggling, chivanda, forex black market, and kusamula speculation. In addition to the collapse of the economy, constitutional governance, democracy, and security of person and property had also collapsed. Indeed, between 1971 and 1986, an estimated 800,000 Ugandans were killed extrajudicially here in Uganda. In the Rural Triangle alone, there are 33 mass graves, each with more than 2,000 scars of wanga. Singa mugenda mu Rural Triangle, mugenda kusangayo entaana 33, buli emu ebumu obuwanga 2,000 n'emisobyo. Byonna twabikuuma gyebiri. It is from this situation that the NRM rescued Uganda. I am therefore most happy to report to the Ugandans that by June 2026, the economy of Uganda will be USD dollars 66.9 billion in size using the forex method, or US dollars 197.9 billion using the purchasing power parity method. This financial year, the economy will grow by 7%. After the flow of oil, the economy will grow by double digits. Bayinza kubalaga ku ntimbi amakolero agali wano kati oba entimbi zikola kubanga ezimu siziraba. Mutulage amakolero agali wano kati. Show us the factories. That is one of the factories, just one, but show us the overhead image of industrial parks. Okay. You can freeze that one, the other one. Freeze it. one way you were showing the industrial park from the air. Freeze that one. You can see that's just one of the industrial parks. That is now the one of Mbale. That's the one of Mbale. And you can see all the factories are new. It is important to be reminded that this economy was US dollars 3.9 billion in 1986. Since that time, I've told you before, the economy has gone through the following 5 phases. Phase 1, the minimum economic recovery of some of the 3 C's and the 3 T's, and the ending of the shortages, Ebola, of the so-called essential commodities. Phase 2, expansion of the economy, e.g., increasing the amount of coffee, increasing the amount of tea, and so on. Phase 3, diversification, by taking on board new items from the list of the subsistence items to commercial production, such as milk, beef, bananas, fruits, cassava, etc. Now, during the time of the colonial times, they would talk of cash crops as coffee and cotton and tea only, and tobacco. They didn't know that all our products were cash crops, like milk, like beef, bananas, cassava. If you can show us the dairy factories, search for the dairy factories, and when you get them, show them to us. Then phase 4, value addition to all the raw materials where the economics is right. And 5, the knowledge economy of science, technology, and innovation. First, show us the dairy factories, if you get them, and then get us the key. Okay, that's the dairy now. Now you can freeze that one. Now all those, go back where you were. All those are products of the dairy from your cows. During the time of the British, although we had cows here, but you would find that we would be importing milk, powdered milk, condensed milk, and other types of milk from New Zealand, from Switzerland, from Denmark, from Kenya, our brothers in Kenya. But now, Uganda is one of the biggest producers of milk in the world, and we shall overtake all these other countries because we have got a lot of potential. Now, then phase 5 is the knowledge economy. Let the Rutimbi show us the Kira motors. Show us the factory first, and then the vehicles last. Show us the factory first. Those are your people fabricating electric vehicles, buses, cars, and other types. Those are all made here by your people, electric cars. Uganda is therefore unstoppable. Tewaliwo agenda kwekiika mu kkubo lyaffe ery'enkulaakulana. The only other issues we need to concentrate on are two. These are the economic integration of East Africa to ensure a big market for the wealth creators of East Africa, and the political integration of East Africa, resulting into the political federation of East Africa that will deal with the strategic situation of East Africa and even Africa. Now, ekisigadde ekikulu kwe kuteesa n'Abaganda baffe ab'e Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, Congo, Somalia, okunyweza akatale akawamu ak'ekitundu kyaffe. The wealth creators need to be sure of a big market. When we produce products, the market should be big enough to absorb all the products that are produced. But also, with East Africa, we are also working on the common market of the whole of Africa. And we have already reached the CFTA, the Continental Free Trade Area. However, in East Africa, we are also discussing the issue of the political integration leading to the Federation of East Africa. And the reason for that is that economic integration will deal with the economy, with the market. But how about defense and security? We need a tighter organization to be able to defend ourselves against all the threats in the world. A federation of the East African states would create a center of gravity for the black race and would create a defense potential that defends East Africa against all and any threats. I believe that it would have capacity to be present in all spheres of strategic security, in the air, on land, at sea, and in space. We are moving well in all sectors, We need, however, to get rid of some mistaken approach. This is the practice of kumemerera, kumamira, mu Luganda bakita kumamira, poro in Luo, scattering resources and trying to be everywhere and ending up being nowhere. On the roads, we have moved well. In 1986, we had 1,000 kilometers of tarmac roads. We now have 6,288 kilometers of tarmac roads. However, because of the mistake of kumamira, some of the tarmac roads that were due to repair or reconstruction were not attended to in time. Hence, you have some very good roads, like the ones in Bunyoro, Lango, Karamoja, etc. However, you also have roads that have deteriorated because of delaying to rehabilitate or even reconstruct them. This kumerera makes budgeters try to put money into administration, new districts, cities, salaries of public servants, like the teachers who are striking, infrastructure, wealth creation, etc., scattering money thin over so many sectors and achieving little across the board. That is why in 2006, I made a very firm stand insisting on ensuring priorities among priorities. I insisted on putting more money on the roads and electricity. Hence, the budget for the Ministry of Works moved from 373 billion shillings in 2005 to 1,215 billion by 2010. The one of electricity moved from shillings 133 billion in 2005 to shillings 398 billion in 2010. That is how we're able to do so many roads, such as Rio Gulu, Kitugu Musingo, Sorot Katakwi Moroto, Mbarara Chikagate, etc. We're also able to extend electricity to almost all the districts of Uganda. The current backlog of repair and reconstruction of a number of roads is on account of not maintaining that prioritization among priorities. Omukusasanya sente za gavumenti si kirungi okumamira buli wantu noteeka akasente katono olina kuba bw'oteeka essira ebintu ebyetaagisa essaawa eno tulina okubiteeka ku essira ne tubimala ne biggwa si kusigala bitundu kitundu wano kitundu wali. Eri ewaffe enkole bwe balima mu ndimiro waliwo kye bayita olugezi olubimbi, osooka n'otwala olubimbi lumu kuva ku wansi w'endimiro kutuuka ku mutwe n'omala n'oddayo n'oleeta olubimbi olulala. Naye kati okulima n'otuuka wakati ate n'oddayo n'otandika olubimbi lw'otandise tolumaze, eyo si nkola ya kiyeekera. Fe abayeekera tutandika olubimbi ne tulumala. Ate ne tuddayo ne tutandika olubimbi olulala. Omunyankole bw'alaba olimako katono olubimbi ate n'oddayo n'otandika, agamba nti ogwo nazaanira omu musiri, onazanyira mu ndimiro, si mulimi oyo azanyira mu ndimiro. Fortunately for Uganda, our oil is about to start flowing. banange katonda ayagala NRM nnyo. God favors NRM with a special emphasis. The British were here for 68 years. And from 1920 up to 1956, they tried to look for the petroleum of Uganda, but they failed. They were looking for the petroleum because there were signs on the surface. There were seepages. In Bunyoro there, a place called Kibiro. Kibiro, Okubira, in our Bantu, in our Runyakitara, means something boiling. So there was, you can see petroleum on the surface. Now the British tried to get the petroleum for almost 40 years, and they failed and they gave up. And they said maybe the petroleum was there, but it evaporated because of the volcanic activities. When NRM came, we discovered the petroleum. You show them where we are now. You freeze that one now. That is one. There in the background, you can see Lake Albert. Ito expectation to get Mwitanzige, Ababsaka Mwitanzige Mujirozere. Atukuriye nyima eche cha blue echo, that's like the blue is like Albert. Now that's one of the rigs digging a well in the Rift Valley, and this oil will start flowing next year. Fortunately for Uganda, our oil is about to start flowing. That will enable us to do more work at the same time. Even with the oil money, however, my strong proposal is that we concentrate budgeting initially on defense, the roads, tarmac and maram, electricity, education, health, water for drinking and for irrigation, the railway, wealth creation, PDM, UDB, ghetto funds, the science and innovation, like the Chira motors, like Magora. You show us Magora. Let's see Magora. The pharmaceutical, that's a huge facility supported by the government. Show us the overhead. That is a big facility initiated by one of our scientists, Magora, but supported heavily by the government. This is in Matugahia, just Matugahia. And that factory will produce drugs for cancer, for AIDS, for malaria, for diabetes, and all that. Your people here are able to treat diabetes, to treat cancer. All those treatments are now available here, and we can share them with the world. Now, salaries for some public servants, such as government scientists, the judiciary, the security personnel, etc. The economy is growing fast. With this prioritization, we shall soon be able to have enough money to cover more sectors. However, when you interfere with the above minimum areas of focus, you interfere with our economy's ability to grow. How would our economy be growing at 7% if I had not, in 2006, insisted on prioritizing the roads and the electricity? If I had not insisted on that in 2006, where would the electricity have come from? It is the more availability of electricity that is encouraging the rapid industrialization. So, in 2006, when I insisted and we put emphasis on roads and electricity, you see the results. All those factories are flocking here because of the electricity. There is enough electricity for now, but we need to again expand the electricity supply. The Uganda Revenue Authority needs to solve the issue of revenue losses. They are still collecting only 13 to 14% of GDP in taxes. If they are collecting 20% of GDP in taxes, with the GDP size of 66.9 billion, would be collecting about Uganda shillings 47 trillion in taxes. This would be a good level of government revenues. With the careful budgeting talked about above, and without the burden of paying debts that have the interests of Uganda shillings 11.3 trillion per year, would be quite comfortable, plus the robust growth we are already enjoying. The indiscipline in budgeting and revenue collection creates unnecessary distractions and it delays our development tempo. With the discipline and the money, even without our oil, which will start flowing soon, our economy will hit the US dollars 500 billion in the coming years that we are targeting. As our economy has been growing, so has been our capacity to support the social services. These are education and health. Very good progress has been registered in those areas. In spite of the population of Uganda growing from 14 million in 1986 to 46 million in 2024, infant mortality rate has fallen from 119 deaths per year, live birth in the first year of life, to 28 deaths now. Life expectancy has gone from 43 years to 68 years. And the literacy rate has gone from 43% in 1986 to 80% today. With a bigger economy, the quality of our people's lives will continue to improve. One of the outcomes of the expanded education has been the growing number of our scientists and their innovations. Our scientists have made innovations in automobiles, pharmaceuticals, vaccines, electronics, etc. It is so pleasing. That is why correct and realistic budgeting is crucial. Finally, I need to salute the peace-loving Ugandans and the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Uganda People's Defense Forces for ensuring peace in Uganda. All that is happening first and foremost is on account of the peace that is available. This peace is lubricated by the long-standing NRM policy of reconciliation and forgiveness on top of our firm stand against crime. Even today, I'm happy to welcome back into peaceful Uganda Colonel Samson Mande, that had fled into exile on account of apparently some internal intrigue. While in exile, he tried to engage in some rebel activities. When, however, our cadres contacted him in Sweden, he happily agreed to come back and disconnect himself from the rebel activities. Let them bring Mande there so that he can talk to you himself. There. Abalina Mande bamulete. Mumukwesewa yaba Mande tono lya bugondo. Take him there. Take him there on the microphone there. You can pass here, don't mind. Ono omusajja yadduka wano abadde yagezako okulwana mbu alwanisa NRM naye abantu baffe bamutuukiridde ne bamugamba nti ebyo biveeko. Yali muserikale waffe mu nsiko ngenda kumubanyonyola oluvannyuma ko kasooke yeyanjire yekka. Okay, Mande, you can say some words.
Your Excellency, sir, Mama Janet Museveni, leaders, representatives, ambassadors, and high commissioners representing your nations. My commander, the CDF, Kainerugaba, Muhoozi, brothers and sisters of UPDF, I'm back home. Here in Uganda, I have two homes. The first home is my country. Nobody shall be surprised that I'm here. I'm in my home. The second home is the NRM. I'm a founder member of the NRM. NRM was born by us. It is in me. It will remain in me until death puts us asunder. Somebody who has the Bible should read the 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I behaved like a child. I acted like a child. But now I'm grown. And I know that the magnanimous heart of our leader, our dear leader, President Yoweri Museveni, would accept my change of behavior. Thank you very much for accepting me back in my home. I'm home to stay. I'm home to contribute to the development I have had and that I have seen. I went when I was bitter, but now I am better, and I'm loaded with solutions. I will not look in the past. I don't live in the past tense. I am looking forward to contributing to national development. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome, Mande. Take him and he sits down. Take him somewhere and he sits in the pavilion. Aisha, mumtwala atuule. I remember Samson Mande in 1979 operating as a volunteer scout for the Task Force Division of the TPDF under Major General Cyrus Mayunga in Mbarara. I was commanding the 9,000 strong Foreigners Fighting Force. Later, Mande did a good job as a commander of the 15th Battalion in the siege of Masaka in 1985. And he also did a good job in his subsequent assignments. We welcome him back. Tumwaniriza Mande okukomawo. I wish all Ugandans a happy and successful end to 2025 and a happy and a successful 2026. With God's blessings, we shall meet here again in 2026. Thanks to everybody. Katonda babeere.
Your Excellency the President, I want to take this singular opportunity to thank you so much for making such a remarkable submission. Our Chief Patriot and Champion of Wealth Creation, you have led us diligently by supporting the wealth creation programs which have highly improved on the livelihood of your people, Your Excellency. As Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF and champion of democracy, God has used you in leading the curb of insecurity and availing security from border to border, a thing which was thought to be impossible. Your Excellency the President, as an ordained leader by the Lord, just like a David in the Bible, you, as the chairman of the mighty party NRM under the NRM government, you have led Ugandans to defeat the Goliath of divisionism by working hand in hand with Kenya and Tanzania to bring back the East African community and bring on board new member states, that is Rwanda, DRC, and Burundi, plus other East African countries. I therefore commend and call upon my fellow Ugandans to zero down our choices to His Excellency the President and the Doctor of International Philosophy, for he is the only realistic and undebatable choice to secure our gains together with the NRM government. Long live His Excellency the President. Long live Mama Janet Kata Museveni and Mother of the Nation. Long live the mighty party NRM. Your Excellency, permit me to introduce some of our dignitaries who have joined you to celebrate with us, sir. Your Excellency, we are honored to have the group from the Invictus Games founded by His Royal Highness, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry Windsor, and these are Sir Rob Oweru Obe. Where are you? Can you stand and wave to His Excellency the President? Number 2 is Mr. David Wiseman. And number 3 is Madame Helen Diole. Your Excellency, we do have a delegation from the Afro-Arab Youth from United Arab Emirates. Can you please wave to His Excellency once again? You're most welcome to Uganda and feel at home. Your Excellency, we are honored to have a delegation from the Republic of Kenya, led by the Deputy President of Kenya. Kenya, where are you? Please wave to His Excellency the President. This delegation is led by His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. We have a delegation from the United Kingdom. United Kingdom. We have a delegation from the United Arab Emirates. We have a delegation from the State of Libya. We have a delegation from Iraq. We have a delegation from, these ones I've already mentioned. Your Excellency, we do have a delegation from Russia. We have a delegation from African Union. We have a delegation from Rwanda. We have a delegation from Burundi. Your Excellency, permit me to recognize the Omukama Ruhango Wobsobozi Bisaka, founder of the Faith of Unity. Omukama Ruhanga Bisaka, can you please wave to His Excellency the President? Your Excellency, we are honored to have the heads of commissions and statutory bodies are with us to celebrate with you, sir. Your Excellency, allow me also to recognize the members of the Central Executive Committee who are with us. We do have the National Chairman of the mighty party NRM, and our presidential flag bearer 2026-2031. Akalulu Obugaloba President Museveni. We have the Vice Chairperson of the NRM party, Alhaj Moses Chigongo is with us, Your Excellency. We have the second National Vice Chairperson of the NRM party and Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Anita Among. We have the Deputy Secretary General of the Might Party NRM, Honorable Namayanja Rose, is also with us. And all the Central Executive Committee members whose names are not with me here on the list, can you please stand and wave to His Excellency the President and National Chairman of the Might Party NRM? Where are you? Please wave to His Excellency, because I did not get your names. Apologies. Your Excellency, we are honored to have the Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State kindly stand and wave to His Excellency the President. Your Excellency, we are honored also to be joined by the honorable members of Parliament. Where are you, colleagues? Your Excellency, we do have the traditional leaders. The traditional leaders, please, you are many, kindly stand and wave to His Excellency the President. Together with the religious leaders. The religious leaders. In 1 minute, Your Excellency, permit me to present to you these names from the delegation of Kenya. We have Honorable Silvanus Osoro Onyigo, Member of Parliament and Chief Whip, Kenya National Assembly. We have Honorable Beatrice Elachi, Member of Parliament. Honorable Joshua Mbithi Mwalio, Member of Parliament. Honorable Beatrice Kahai Adagalang, Member of Parliament. Honorable Julius Kibiwot Mary, Member of Parliament. Senior Daniel Kitonga Manzo, Senior and Co-Chair, Kenya National Prayer Breakfast. Senior Professor Margaret Kamau, Member of Parliament. Honorable Edward Oku Kaunya, Member of Parliament. Honorable John Kiragu Chege, Member of Parliament. Honorable Mangale Foromondo, Member of Parliament. Honorable Andrew Geoffrey Onguka, Kenya NPB Secretariat, and Dr. Samuel Wen, Kenya NB Secretariat. The Tanzania delegation, we have the Right Honorable Frederick Tuluwai Sumi, former Prime Minister of Tanzania. We have His Excellency Major General Paul Kisesa, Honorable Ambassador of Tanzania to Uganda. Ms. Asteria Shayo, Tanzania High Commission. And the Rwanda delegation, we have Mr. Elivis Tuishime, Member of Rwanda Leaders Fellowship, and Mr. Inyange Baingana Didia, Member of Rwanda Leaders Fellowship. We do have the Burundi delegation, Ambassador Albert Nasasagare, Burundi Prayer Leader of Delegation, and Ms. Simonezero Amoin is also part of our Burundi prayer team. Your Excellency, we are also joined by their Excellencies, the ambassadors, high commissioners, honorary consuls, and heads of international organizations led by the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador of the State of Eritrea, His Excellency Mohammed Ahmed Suleiman. Can you please stand and wave to His Excellency? You are most welcome to Uganda. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Honorable Babayanda. Your Excellency, before I invite the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancellery, allow me to recognize the defense attachés that I inadvertently omitted. We were joined by Colonel Aolani Patelo, the DA Republic of South Africa. Colonel Kanel Saglam, military attaché of Turkey. Brigadier General Thick Ball Thick, DA, the Republic of South Sudan. Major General Dr. Faizo Al Tayeb Al Kogali, DA, Republic of Sudan. Your Excellency, sir, the Uganda Prison Service is fully represented here. They are led by none other than the Commissioner General of Uganda Prison Service, Canon Dr. Johnson Byabashaija, Mr. Samuel Akena, Deputy Commissioner General, Mr. J.B. Tumwebaze, Mr. Eli Muhumuza, Mr. Milton Tio, Mr. Hilary Bisanga, Mr. Wilson F. Magomu, Mr. Judas K. Tadeo, Miss Proseji Najuma, Miss Alio Natukunda, Mr. Kenneth Mugambirwe, Mr. Stephen Lugonda, Mr. Alex S.B. Wasanda, Miss Juliet Nantale, Mr. Eli Turamie, Mr. Fred K. Kajubi, and Miss Mary Centenary. Sir, may I have your permission now to invite the Master of Ceremony for the Chancery, Brigadier General Richard Karemire, to come and present to you those that have been duly accorded recognition by Your Excellency by being awarded various medals. Your Excellency, we thank you. We know you have a very busy campaign schedule, but because of the importance of this day, you indeed left the trail and joined us. We don't take that for granted. We thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the President, Excellencies and distinguished leaders and invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, I seek your permission to write on the protocol as laid out by the Honorable Minister for Presidency and Director of Ceremonies for today. I am Brigadier General Richard Karemire, now with added responsibility as Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery, following the retirement of my predecessor, Major General George Gumba. On this auspicious day, when we celebrate the 63rd anniversary of our independence, His Excellency the President and Fountain of Honor has pursuant to Part 2, Section 3 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, as amended, approved the award of medals to 23 well-deserved persons. The medals awarded broadly fall into 3 categories guided by the National and Awards Regulation of 2014. The first one is the Distinguished Order of the Crested Crane, Grand Officer, which is awarded to people who have distinguished themselves in leadership and service, both public and private. The second category is the Narubari Medal, which is awarded to civilian activists who have contributed to the political developments of Uganda, either through armed struggle or civil disobedience, and otherwise right from colonial times to date. The last category is the National Independence Dam and Jubilee Medal that is awarded to civilians or members of the forces who championed and contributed significantly to the struggle for independence and those who have continued to protect the independence of Uganda. The list of the awardees, Your Excellency, runs as follows. and we request Your Excellency to decorate only one recipient of the Distinguished Order of the Crane, while the rest will have photographs with Your Excellency, guided by protocol. The Distinguished Order of the Crested Crane Grand Officer Medal is awarded to Honorable Haj Mayanja Muhammad Sadiq, a born of Parisa District. Honorable Mayanja joined politics in 1986 to offer leadership and transformation, beginning the journey as Resistance Council 1 chairman for Parisa Town Board. He mobilized the people from 1986 to 1988 to participate in business, and with their support, the first administrative blocks of the then Parisa sub-district were constructed that later formed the foundation for the future Parisa district. He rose to be a district councillor and chaired the health committee, a position he used positively to support health education in the Greater Bukedi. In 1989, he joined the National Resistance Council, representing Parisa, and together with fellow honorable members of parliament, worked tirelessly to mobilize against the rebellion that was emanating from some parts of Teso sub-region. In 1994, he was appointed Minister of State for General Duties in the office of the Prime Minister, from where he emerged as an advocate of peace and champion of government reconstruction programs. He served as founder of the Muslim Parliamentary Caucus in the 6th Parliament and ably served as Uganda's representative in the first Parliamentary Union of the Organization of Islamic Conference held in Tehran, Iran. From 2003 to 2019, Honorable Mayanja served as Special Presidential Assistant in charge of the RDC's desk in the Office of the President, from where he provided leadership and oversight to the resident district commissioners and their deputies. The second recipient is the late Miss Wibo Samari Osuna, who receives posthumously the Narubari Medal. She was a born of Butareja district. She was a nurse by profession, having qualified from Lago Nursing School in 1964. She supported the Front for National Salvation while working for lawyer Orach Oyuweleo by linking up with freedom fighters of the time, such as late Owori Obo, late Ocho Obonyo, as well as Honorable Magode Ikuya. Late Samari supported the Uganda Patriotic Movement in 1980 and went ahead to use her position as a nurse to gather intelligence for freedom fighters that included the late Honorable Maumbe Mukwana, among others. She participated in the transformation of lives of the community in Tororo through mindset change programs. She remained politically active despite her advanced age and supported the community through her non-government organization that empowers the youth, women, the elderly, and disabled. May she continue to rest in eternal peace. The National Independence Dam and Jubilee Medal for Civilians, the first recipient is Dr. Byanye Makusaba Rosemary, a born of Uganda district. She holds a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery and a Master of Medicine in Radiology from Makerere University, as well as an Executive MBA from the Eastern and Southern Africa Management Institute. She is the first woman to serve as Executive Director of Mulago National Referral Hospital, the oldest and largest referral hospital in Uganda, with a staffing of 1,340 people. She previously served as head of the radiology department at Mulago Hospital, and currently chairs the same department under the Faculty of Medicine at Makerere University. In 2013, she worked with the World Health Organization as a health consultant. Through her career, she has served on various boards and councils, including the Atomic Energy Council, Uganda Medical Board, National Drug Authority, Uganda Heart Institute, Uganda Cancer Institute, Governing Council of Mulago Tutors College, Governing Council of Uganda Institute of Allied Health and Management Sciences, and also chairperson of the National Advisory Committee on Medical Equipment. The second recipient is Dr. Kisoro Aksofel, born in Sironko District. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree from Makerere University and a Master of Science in Radiation Physics from the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, and also a PhD in Nuclear Physics from Makerere University. He is a leading nuclear physicist in Uganda and the African continent, recognized for his unwavering efforts in promoting the peaceful applications of atomic energy while ensuring the protection of workers, the public, and the environment from harmful radiation. Dr. Kisoro played a key role in transforming the Atomic Energy Council into a trusted and respected regulatory institution recognized both nationally and internationally for its leadership in atomic energy regulation. Next is Dr. Kigura Joseph Brown Mugambe, a born of Wakiso District, who holds a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery degree from Makerere University, a Master of Medicine in Radiology from Makerere University, and a Master of Medicine in Radiotherapy from Cairo University. He's a medical doctor and specialist in radiology. Dr. Shigura was the first member of the Atomic Energy Council of Uganda and served for 3 consecutive terms. During his tenure, he contributed significantly to the development of regulations, standards, and radiation safety guides, including those related to the management of radioactive waste and the protection of workers from harmful radiation. Next is Dr. Otim Maxwell Onapa, who is a veterinary surgeon by profession and currently serves as Commissioner for Entomology. With over 29 years of experience, Dr. Onapa is a highly motivated and seasoned Ugandan scientist with expertise in planning, formulation, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of field programs. Dr. Onapa contributed transforming the research and education network of Uganda into the leading national research and education network. Next is Haj Nyakahuma Daud from Bunyangawa District. He is the executive officer of several companies, including Kasese Distillers Limited, Kibito Transporters, Kibito Modern Farm. In 2013, he founded Kasese Distillers Limited in a single room with just 10 employees. Today, the company has grown into a major employer, providing jobs to over 350 people from various parts of Uganda. The next is Mr. Lawrence Omlen from Parisa District. He owns an engineering firm registered in 1995 as No Plan by Lawrence Levy Omlen in a joint venture with No Plan Norway. The rest is Bishop Owulo Simon Peter. Between 1993 and 1995, he initiated the establishment of St. Mark's Secondary School, PG, at a time when the nearest secondary school was Mitara Maria Secondary School in Buama, which was very far away. Next is Mr. Pastor Fred Chewa from Chotera District. He founded and leads a major Christian ministry that promotes moral values, peace building, and national unity. He collaborated with government programs to deliver social and agricultural support to undeserved communities. We have also Mr. Eldadi Nyanja from Chotera. He's the founder and senior pastor of Revival Gospel Ministries with over 25 years of dedicated service in community development. Pastor Eldadi Nyanja is a visionary leader whose influence spans religious, social, and economic spheres. Ms. Rose Namsisi of Mitiana District is one of the longest-serving support staff in the Welfare Department at the Office of the President, with a remarkable record of over 42 years of dedicated service marked by loyalty, reliability, and commitment to duty. Another citizen is Mr. Alex Jagenu of Zombo District. Mr. Jagenu is a retired senior civil servant who exited the public service of the Republic of Uganda in 2023. Mr. Jagenu has been a passionate supporter and strategic advisor to the Arur Kingdom since 1987. Mr. Kwesiga Kweyunga Robert of Untungama District has been a pivotal figure in both Uganda's and the global humanitarian landscape. He has served as the Secretary General of the Uganda Red Cross Society from 1999 to 2005, and again from 2015 to date. Under his leadership, the Red Cross Society has launched several strategic initiatives, including a comprehensive digital transformation. The society now operates digital systems. In order to save on time, I will read the names of those from the prison service and the Uganda Wildlife Authority and the UPDF without going into their various CV. From prisons, we have Ms. Mbarioweru Nuru Nsambu, who is a Principal Rehabilitation and Reintegration Officer. Next is Mr. David Okring, a Principal Rehabilitation and Reintegration Officer. We have Ms. Jane Nakarika, a born of Rakai District, who serves as a Principal Rehabilitation and Reintegration Officer. Next is Ms. Jane Apite, a born of Koboko District, who has served as the Assistant Nursing Officer, Midwifery. Next is Mr. Okwe Editomi, who has been a Chief Warder, born of Lira District. Mr. Okwe is a highly disciplined and hardworking officer, as demonstrated by his steady career progression through various junior ranks. Under Uganda Wildlife Authority, we have Ms. Vanis Mirembe, Mr. Samuel Amanya, Mr. Jackson Katarkawe, and last but not least, we have one from the UPDF who is Resistance Officer 13541, Lieutenant Said Ramas Gainzara. He holds an appointment of a squadron engineer of 123 Etiki Health since 2001 up to date. He has held several appointments, including Deputy Squadron Engineer of the 123 Etiki Squadron, has been a technician, a flight engineer, ground technical instructor of the same squadron, and a member of UDC, with a role of keeping the helicopter serviceable and safe flight in execution of UPDF various missions. He has participated in different UPDF missions such as Lightning Thunder, Operation Karongero, Usalama kwa Wote, and Operation Shujaa, and also conducted various VVIP missions. Your Excellency, I beg to submit. However, I want to thank the Presidential Awards Committee and the Chancellery for organizing this significant ceremony. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies, for the Chancery. Your Excellency, would like to request that you accept to watch and listen to 3 groups for entertainment. Just 2 minutes each, just 3 groups, Your Excellency. They will be brief. Excel Vocational School, come and sing the theme song. Then they will be followed by Nakivubo Primary School. Then the team of Museveni Awoma will be the last one. Thank you, Your Excellency. Nakivubo Primary School, please come running. You saw His Excellency the President running with a flag. You should also run. Run, run, run. You are still young. Run so that we save time.
Primary school choir.
Peace ambassadors.
63 candles, they light the sky. We stand together, heads held high. From the Nile's whispers to the mountain tops, yeah. Uganda rises, unshaken, told. Hold a dream, don't let it stray. Let's build tomorrow today. Protecting the games, we won't let go. Through every storm, let our progress flow. And our hearts beat strong at 63 years. Uganda still moving forward. You're only leading the way. You're only lighting the path. You're only leading the way. You're only lighting the path.
Flames of Uganda, golden sun, echoes of freedom, a journey began.
The interim government keeps the flame alive. We want to strike.
Alelo, bukete bulungi nnyo, katwebaza omutonzi. Alelo, bukete bulungi nnyo, katwebaza omutonzi. Alelo, bukete bulungi nnyo, katwebaza omutonzi. Bukete bulungi nnyo, katwebaza omutonzi. Gana boya, baita de baja de pologomenta de 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 gana boya. Pologomenta de gana boya, baita de baja de.
Your Excellency, sir, as the people run to you like you have taught us how to run, now we are bringing Team Museveni Awoma.
Uganda
bakulugudo jajja bala bajjajja yayina kujja tulina okusakanya bakulugudo jajja